Hello and welcome to my channel, Electra Ladyland. And today I would like to do a elemental water energy signature, because we have just come out of Scorpius, Sun in Scorpius, and then we had the Scorpius new moon, and I just felt that it was the next in line after I've done the fire. I'll leave a link to the fire, elemental fire reading, and I've also done the air. I'm just going to increase my fan. That's better. I had to light a coil. We're going into summer here in Western Australia. I've been a little bit distracted with the 3-eye atlas stuff. I don't know if anyone else has really been feeling anything, but I felt a real shift in consciousness. People are sort of starting to open up to the idea of interstellar contact, and whether we like it or not, we've had 3 comets since 2017 which connect us to the greater galaxy and beyond. We don't know where exactly these travelling entities originated from, but they could have been circling the universe for several billions of years. I mean, that in itself is incomprehensible, and so that energy of its ducking around the back of our sun has raised a lot of questions. So that aside, it's already done its perihelion transit, and it's gone back out on a parabolic trajectory, but just having that sensation of the 3 interstellar visitors has made this work much more valuable, and looking at energy signatures and to see if there's any shift, which I think there will be. So while I was just doing a pre-shuffle, one fell out. Sea Spirit Queen, honour animal souls. Alright, so even though the comets aren't animals, I feel that this ties into the fact that we are invited to step out of our ego and to look at the fact that there are other entities that have souls, consciousness in this galactic ecosystem, and I think it's time that we did. So number 19, we look at the common denominator is 1, 9 is 22. So common denominator is, I've just got this one midgie trying to get up my nose, is 2. So 2 is like Vesica Pisces in sacred geometry, which is the 2 circles of, so we've got the singularity, the first dimension, and then it goes into the second dimension, like the growing of an embryo. So that's called the Vesica Pisces, and that's where life begins. So something has begun here, and it's to do with honouring other souls, other forms, other life forms. You know, get what I'm saying? Honouring other life forms. Well, that would come out under Scorpius, because, I mean, let's face it, it's not going to come out under any other energy signature, because Scorpius is the underworld energy. And lobster, grounded enlightenment. Yeah, so becoming enlightened with the new conscious expansion, consciousness expansion, number 3. So 3 is the first building block of this new consciousness. Alright, I just feel inclined to take one more from this deck, because this is my Sacred Sea deck, which is perfect for water signatures, which we are looking at the Scorpius, Cancer, Pisces. Do we have any more to connect this conversation about honouring other creatures' souls? I'm getting this sensation that we need to move past fear. I think that this is about moving past fearing the unknown. Alright, so there's nothing more coming here. Nothing more? No more message. Alright, let's just grab another deck then. Oh, Ocean Oracle number 1. So we got 1, 2, 3. So they are the building blocks. Cultivate creativity. And you actually got the Vesica Pisces there. So there's two circles, and then there's something being born in the middle. That's the Vesica Pisces. That's the beginning of all life, biological life, and also the building blocks of the flower of life, to create a mass, a biological mass. So yeah, at the beginning of something here, I think then I'll leave them and I will go straight to my, just going to pick up the animal one, seeing as we're on the animal souls. Oh, that one just fell down. Okay, there's definitely been some action going on here. 9 of Wands. Action stations. It's been busy. And the Hierophant there on the split. So that is like a mentor. So we could look at this experience with 3 Atlas as a mentor. Even though it's a rock flying through the universe, it is vastly more older than our own galaxy. So it's an elder. And it's here to teach us, whether we want to or not. It's come into our heliosphere. It's gone around our sun. And I didn't look into it too deeply, but apparently some bits broke off, so that was incinerated by the sun, and obviously that filters down to us through light signatures. Alright, so we're doing the elemental water signature. So for followers of Tarot fashion, that would be your Pisces, Scorpius, and Cancerian sun signs. Although I don't focus on this channel, because everything in the universe can be made up of platonic solids, earth, air, fire, water, and ether, and that is the construct under the science of geometry. Geo, earth, metry, measurement. Right, so we're doing the water signature. I'm not getting much response. I'm getting a really lethargic sort of not really wanting to play today kind of energy. Yeah. Alright, so we'll just take 3, seeing as they're not coming out. I just want 3. Alright, I think we'll just do a bit more of a shuffle. Then we'll read the Sea Spirit Queen. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Singularity, Vesica Pisces, and the Tetrahedron, tripod, building block of life. Something here has started. Oh! 10 of Cups. Started something like really close to the heart. Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. Yeah, I was getting a lot of movement energy in the air reading. Okay, so let's just take from the top. 9 of Wands again. That can't be. That's confused me. So that's in the emotional. That's like getting maxed out emotionally with something. Let's just do cerebral. Oh, it's a good outlook. That's contentment, but it is in the inverse. So, but it's still here. That's what people will understand about inverse presenting cards. So it's still here, even though it's giving its inverted face. Okay, this is pretty good energy, actually. So, current and cerebral, sort of chasing what is pleasing, bring some contentment, bring some level of contentment. The emotional energy is a little bit maxed out here. With the 9 and 10. 10 denotes the 1. This is really finding something that's you're passionate about from the heart, that's good for you. That's what I'm getting here. Yeah, but this is a maxing out of emotional. This is also subconscious. So this is sort of like as deep as anyone can go. Just the Scorpius season is always pleasing to put behind. It does bring up a lot of stuff. Right, is there anything more? Anything more? Yes, the 4. Yeah, this is really going back to the beginning. This is the drawing board. So that really indicates planning. Got a little bit of networking there. The 8 is also movement. The spider is resilient, very resilient, building a web over and over tirelessly. But a web also is a web is also a connectivity. And then I've got a bit of feminine energy on the bottom. That's the lemniscate in sacred geometry. That means what comes around goes around. The snake represents rejuvenation. That's very much the Scorpius signature. And Daughter of Wands. So yeah, that's somebody that takes action here. I'm gonna look at that one first. Daughter of Wands. That one came out, 10 of Wands, while I was shuffling. 10 of Wands, difficult card to face. Mental and physical burdens have been weighing on your spirit. Over time, this leads to hopelessness and depression. You simply can't get through to what you want. You cannot see the way. So if this card appears in response to a person, situation, it may be just best to simply walk away. Right? So that's if you're caught up with some level of intensity. So I'm doing the elemental water signature, which pretty much applies to all of us, seeing as we're 80% water, but we're just coming out of Scorpius. So I've got some reasonably positive energy here, but I've also got this going back to the drawing board because there's been some level of emotional maxing out here. And I've got feminine energy on the bottom. So I just want to have a look at that feminine energy. Daughter of Wands, visionary, passionate. Daughter of Wands is a free spirit, a truly visionary creature. She usually waits until later to settle down or start a family, as she's busy with her career. She can be stubborn and much stronger than she looks. The daughter makes a dangerous enemy. This card can also represent a woman going through a transformational spiritual breakthrough. Okay, cool. Divine energy, feminine energy is going through some kind of breakthrough. Nice. Always good to hear those kind of uplifting messages. So I just want to flip straight to the 9 of Wands, which is what I've got here. As 9s usually imply your journey is near completion, but on this final stretch you find yourself growing weary. Doubt and fear are running through your mind. The 9 of Wands asks you to rally your confidence and realise how far you've come. So if you've got a situation or a person or a job or something that you've been really battling with, just know that you have done a good job. Alright, lift your eyes and take a few more steps. Soon all your hard work will pay off. Nice, so that's a real card of encouragement. Now I want to see why this one is in inverse position. So that is called the Major Arcana. I've got 2 Major Arcana here, the Fool and the Sun. And with the Sun, when it's inverted, I like to look at the Tetrahedron. So it's 21, which is right at the end of the journey through the major arcana. Enlargement, vitality. Yeah, so that's what I was saying about expansion of consciousness. This 3-eye Atlas experience plus 2-eye Borisov plus the first one that came in, or more. This is enlightening us to the fact that there's a massive complex system of galaxies out there, and we, as far as our development as in Homo sapien kind, we cannot fathom it. Although there are some old ancient cave paintings where things look like there could have been some aerial phenomenon, and we don't really understand it. But ourselves, we will leave a legacy of seeing aerial phenomenon. So let's just have a look. Imagine for a moment that you're soaking in warm rays of the sun. This is like a meditation. Imagine you're under the warm rays of the sun, soaking up all that positive energy. It feels nourishing and healing. All your aches and pains just fade away. The sun card brings amazing energy into your life. Vitality and health abound, while you feel assurance and clarity in all you do. So in your mind, I think that you're a bit more positive in your mind, which represents Kundalini, a life force. So that goes through our DNA. Kundalini life force. So it could be that we are having a total DNA upgrade with this latest experience, which has been occurring since July, and through the Cancerian and Virgo energy, and also ending in the Scorpius. So that's, yeah, quite, that's a depth that we're not used to. Alright, so I'm just going to check the DNA, Tarachi DNA, because that's inverted. So this means going back to the beginning, the drawing board. We don't know what's going on with it. All we know is that a lot of people got really excited about this novelty. People got really inspired. In fact, I should think half the world was, watching what was happening. So I just like to have a look at the DNA chart. Somewhere there it is. Alright, so that's the DNA chart, and because it's inverted, I'm going to take its polar opposite. So we've got here 21, it's the sun. So its polar opposite, see the sun is there. So its polar opposite is that one. So the polar opposite to the sun, inverted, is the Magician. So that's manifestation. That's that's manifesting something in the mind. That's allowing, like most people call it abundance, but I call it like, I call it sort of like self-realization. It's like you realize that you are you are 80% water covered by skins. Right? You are a mass, a biological mass that is created through energy, vibrating, oscillating energy. And your brain is a neurological pathway. And when you realize that, you know that you have the power of the entire galaxy traveling through your hands. And when you realize that, you can manifest. That's what I think this is about. Alright, I'm just going to clarify with, give me some guidance. Could have some guidance. Alright, so it just says, have a look at the full card. 0. 0. So that is before the number 1. So I've got here 0, 1, 2, 3. So it's really at the beginning. In the beginning there was light. Yes, In the beginning there was light. And that story of our evolution, 13.8 billion years old, is our story. And that is what we're beginning to become conscious about. In the beginning there was light. Alright, maybe for your homework, read Genesis. Okay, so the fool is ready to fly. His young wings ache for flight. With a single step he leaves behind the comfort of the nest and begins the journey through the major arcana. Is he ready? Will he fall? This card's about beginnings. It points to the side of you that is spontaneous, excitable, naive and experienced. Others may doubt your abilities. Be ready to be called a fool. It doesn't matter what other people think. Be ready to fall. No matter what people say, this is your journey and it has begun. Okay? People listen to other people too much. Alright? Zen wisdom says, allow fools to judge. Allow it. It's not your problem. They want to poke a finger at somebody who's trying. You know? You know? What purpose is that? What purpose is that serving anyone? Alright, so my last clarification, I've got 7 of Pentacles. Alright, so this is sort of 7 is a prime number, going out and standing on your own 2 feet. Alright, 7 also can indicate maturity. So this could be a mature investment coming to fruition, or making some wise money moves. And on the bottom I've got 3 of Cups. Alright, so there could be some unity in the air. People having conversations, people trying to connect a bit more. Alright, so I'm just going to, I've shuffled the cards and I've put the 10 of Cups back, but I just want to see what's come out on the either side of the 10 of Cups. Ooh, so I've got the 8 of Cups, so that's a bit of a comeback from a broken dream right there. So well done you if you're getting on with business and putting that behind you. And on the other side of it, yeah, we've got the Sun again, double confirmation of the Sun. That is contentment, that is that is Kundalini energy. In the sacred geometry, that is DNA. There's definitely a DNA upgrade available to you, a download. Be open to it. Be open to a DNA download. Right now, it is available for you, and that will help you to move past any doubt or insecurity or naivety or self-judgment that what you're doing is not coming from a experienced place, that you are in shoshun energy, which is beginner's luck. Oh, and 10 of Pentacles on the bottom. Who doesn't want that? Hey, talk about beginner's luck. That is the strongest sign of abundance there. So get your manifestation rituals and affirmations out there.